And now it's time to return to the boxing action. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at bout 6 of the evening for the MVP Real Estate Championship title. Introducing first, fighting out of the FMR Building and Construction Red Corner, proudly sponsored by Cabling WA. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ella the Tiger Denney.
Ella Denney, sponsored by Cabling WA. Tiger began the campaign as an absolute beginner, but has progressed an incredible amount over her training campaign. She looks fit, confident, cannot wait to see what she will produce in front of this packed crowd, which no doubt has a healthy amount of family and friends here just to see this young lady tonight.
Well, her keys to victory are quite simple. Stick to Nigel's game plan. We both know what Amer is capable of, so they need to replicate what she did to Kira Varga almost 12 months ago.
Beautiful. My special guest for this fight is Jared Barnard. He's 5'4", the other half of last year's main event, where he came agonisingly close to taking home the belt. But I have a feeling this is only the beginning of his boxing journey. Welcome, Mr. Jared Barnard.
It's an absolute honour to be here today.
Absolute pleasure to have you here, mate.
Rambo! Ugle Hayward!
The return of Rambo this year with Total Containers in a corner as a major sponsor. Amber was a late call-up to PCR 14. Plenty of support in the ballroom tonight, as well as people tuning into the live stream. We've got Barnsey from Les Moody, Uncle Carlton, brother Eric in Albany, Billy from Sydney, sister Lily, blown another ACL. She's just had surgery. All the footy girls, Treasure, Sammy, Claire, JD, Frankie and Steve-O. I hope you are enjoying the show, ladies.
Well, simply enough, Amer needs to use that support. About 30 names you've rattled off there. Use that support, channel that emotion, and direct it straight to her opponents.
I cannot wait to see Amber back in there. She came so close to getting the win against Kiri Varga at the last PCR. Right next to me there I had Jared and Mikey. Main event from last year's PCR. Just shaking hands there. It could be the main event of the next PCR maybe.
Never know. There's rumours of a rematch.
There's talks of it. Well, I need to have a good chat with Mike. Obviously the loss that I had last year has been eating away at me.
I can imagine, mate. That close to almost beating Mikey, who's a fantastic fighter. Your performance last year was outstanding as well. Tell me, mate, what is it like being on this side of the ring tonight, not being in there?
I was just saying, it's actually quite nice just to sit and watch. And last year when I was waiting for my fight, I was in my hotel room, so I never got to experience any of this. And my word, what a show it is.
Oh, absolute best show in town, this one. Boy, we've had some incredible fights here. I cannot wait to see how Amber goes here. This is going to be very interesting. She reckons she's a completely different fighter from what Glen said. She has trained the absolute house down in her 4 weeks. Ella Denney came from an absolute beginner. She has more confidence than I could believe that she had. I think she's going to test Rambo here tonight. This is still anyone's fight.
I've been holding pads for Ella in the gym, and my word, she's got some serious power behind her. I can promise you that.
Nigel Groves just needs to keep her disciplined. We know Amber comes out. We know Amber goes really hard in that first round.
Good clean fight.
Amber's definitely a pressure fighter.
Ella may have a slight advantage here because she did have a good watch of the footage from Amber last year. She knows what Amber brings, where Ella's going to be a complete unknown to Amber. She's wearing the gloved up socks as well.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Amber.
About 6 of the evening for the MVP.
Claire Gabrielle supplying the socks. I got a pair of those on myself, actually, right
Let's
now.
make some noise for the fighters.
Oh, sock check.
I do. See?
How comfortable are they?
Oh, so comfortable. Amber just attacking here.
You're right. This already looks like a different Amber. She's confident and she knows her ability.
Ella's not backing down though, coming forward. Oh, landed a nice left hand there. Amber's bouncing around, looking so comfortable.
She's moving really nicely, keeping light on her feet and just picking those opportunities.
Ella's not phased at all, though. Oh, she's copped a couple there. Nice movement there by Ella to get out of the corner. I thought she was going to end up in there.
Good early showing from both fighters here.
I tell you, I like Amer's very high guard. That's something she didn't have in her last fight. She's got her hands up. Great balance. She's coming forward, just pushing her back. Both girls taking a deep breath. Tell me, mate, get a bit of an adrenaline dump around this time of round one, do you?
Absolutely massive watching this. My heart's racing.
Tell me what an adrenaline dump's like. I mean, you've experienced it. What's the body saying when it all starts slowing down?
Honestly, it's just white noise when you're in there. You don't hear a single thing. It's silent.
This crowd's very vocal behind us. I know Amer has a massive amount of support.
Ella just needs to stay composed, weather the blue storm, because they come out hot early.
We've heard through Glen's coaching in the corners, prioritising efficient punching. You know, he doesn't want his fighters throwing punches that aren't working. So if they're throwing a hook and a hook's not working, stop that, do what works.
Super close round one there, guys, super close.
I'm standing in the foyer with the red team, 3 gents who are hopping into the corner very shortly. How are you feeling? Any messages for your opponents?
Well, I'm feeling sharp. I hope he does too. I think everyone wants to see a good fight, so be prepared.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. We've both trained really hard, so yeah, looking forward to it.
And in the end, it's all for a good cause, so it doesn't matter who really wins, as long as Sabo wins.
I love the spirit. One team tonight, whether we're in red or the blue corner, one team. Boys, are we going to take it out unanimously, yes or no? 100% they reckon they're taking out all of your fights. Who's up first? So you're up, and then yourself. Perfect. We look forward to seeing you boys in the ring.
Thank you very much. Let's get it.
Seconds out.
That was some excellent coaching there by Nigel Groves.
Round 2.
Amer's bouncing around so light on her feet. Lands a great left there. Oh, she's come in super aggressive here. High volume. I do like the composure on Ella, though.
For sure.
What are you seeing here, Jared?
Just trying to analyse it, but obviously Amer's coming in hard, lots of pressure. What I'd love to see Ella do is just give herself some space, recalculate.
Nice counter there by Amer.
Really interesting. You know, Amer just got pulled up there for a bit of pushing and stuff, but she really had the momentum going her way. As soon as the referee broke that up, Ella started to regain and start to push back now.
I like the balance on Ella.
Ella's moving well.
Very, very well. Working the body, finishes with a nice overhand right there.
Ella's got a great jab on her as well. There we go. Come on, Ella, let's go.
Both these girls just want to be the ones coming forward. Great volume being thrown here by Amer, taking a deep breath there. She's against the ropes. That's not where she wants to be. Ella's got her in the corner.
Ella's putting on the pressure.
That was some good work by Amer to get out of that corner there. She knew she was where she didn't want to be there. She got out.
For sure. Massive overhand there. But I think it just got the shoulder, so Ella didn't get too much damage there. But if one of those manages to find a target, we could be seriously talking about a different fight here.
I love the combinations that Amer's throwing with the straights and the hook on it.
Oh, that was 2 big rounds, both extremely close.
What a fight we have on our hands here.
Great call there, Jared.
I'm standing with the blue corner. Georgia, you fought last year. These boys are coming up next. What is your thought for them and how are you feeling not being in the ring this year?
Oh, it's less stressful this year, but the blue team are hungry. These boys are ready to go. We've got 2 wrapped up. We're hungry for those belts.
How are you feeling, sir? Sorry, I don't know your name as yet.
Jamie McCabe, and yeah, ready to go, keen to get to fighting.
And how about yourself? What is your name, sorry? Daniel. Daniel, how are you feeling about jumping in the ring?
Yeah, good, keen to fight. Can't wait.
Any message for your opponent?
You're dead.
We're feeling confident in the blue corner. We'll see you very soon, red corner.
That's some excellent words there by Glen Austin. You can see what he wants to do. He needs Amber just to be a little bit more patient, conserve that energy.
Nice show of respect there at the start of the round, guys.
Make sure every punch counts.
Great jab from Amber.
Amber's moving around more this round. Not as aggressive off the bat.
Both girls are feeling. Tell me what it's like midway through round 3.
Round 3 is where it gets hairy. It's when you're puffing, you're tired, and you kind of just want it to finish, but you need to give everything in that moment, you know?
How hard is it to just absolutely dig it in and give it all for your last minute of that 3rd round?
You got to really dig deep, really deep.
You drop your hand for 1 second, you're going to get punched. Exactly what's happening here.
Great follow-up from Amber there with the jab.
Amber's just slapping that jab away.
Yeah, she's constantly moving as well. Even though she's moving backwards, she's really organised with the distance as well. That jab's her best friend at the moment.
Both girls' eyes are very, very clear. I think Amber may have, Ella may have a slight bit more energy in her.
Ella's having a second wind.
Yeah, for sure. And she's really just almost found her second gear. She's just pushing the pace now. She's realised that Amber might be a little bit tired.
Final 30 seconds. This still is truly anyone's fight here. Who's going to snatch this round? It could be 1-1.
Final 20 seconds.
Ella putting on the pressure.
Amber coming forward.
Back.
Refusing to back down.
Oh, Ella's finding one last bit of energy. Amber's throwing everything she has.
Oh,
what a shot.
Great straight.
Couple big shots there by Amber.
Wow, boys, what a round.
Unpickable. Unpickable.
It's one of those fights for sure.
It is. Absolutely exhausted.
She's so proud of herself. So should Ella.
Jared, I want to thank you very much for sharing this round with me, mate. I'll let you get back to the evening.
Thank you.
Hopefully we're going to see you next PCR in the main event.
We'll talk about that one.
Thanks, mate. This is not one of those fights where you want to be a judge. This could easily go either way. Are they going to want volume? Because I think Amber probably threw more punches. Ella blocked most of those. Ella threw some big punches in there. Neither of the girls got wobbled.
Absolutely, and you know, I think aggression plays a big part. Amber definitely had more aggression in those first 2 rounds, but she seemed to back off in that 3rd. You know, possibly a little bit more tired, but did she do enough in the first 2, and did she defend well enough in the 3rd?
I tell you, I'm so impressed with Amber. She did that is a completely different fighter to who we saw last time. She is committed. She has done well. And Ella as well. I cannot believe that's the same girl I saw 8 weeks ago. The confidence she had to back herself. She's getting hit. She's constantly coming forward, just throwing everything. I'd be happy with the draw here.
I don't think anyone would hate that decision. Possibly the belt makers.
You got to cut the belt in half, but you cut it long ways. That way they both.
Here we go with bout 6 of the evening here at the 14th Gobsmacked Perth Corporate Rumble. This bout is for the MVP Real Estate Championship, and we've got Lee and Dino here from MVP Real Estate to present the winner with the title. Thank you both for your ongoing support of PCR. Now to the judges' scorecards, ladies and gentlemen, it is unanimous. Your winner, the MVP Real Estate Blue Corner, Amber Rambo Ugle Hayward.
Massive win there for Amber. almost a sort of redemption arc. You know, she lost at the last PCR. 12 months later, she's turned it around and she's managed to get the win here tonight.
Managed to get her hands on that elusive PCR belt. Well done, Amer. I'm sure the footy girls are going absolutely bananas watching the live stream here. I'm sure she's going to be celebrating with the girls very soon. Denney, probably the most improved boxer that I've seen during this campaign. She impressed me tonight. She should hold her head high.
For sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've got to hear the winner of Bout 6. She's got the MVP Real Estate Championship title around her waist. Congratulations, Amer, for picking up the win here tonight at the 14th Perth Corporate Rumble. I'm sure you're feeling absolutely exhausted, but you've got a few people that you'd like to give a shout out to.
I firstly like to shout out Ella. She's an amazing opponent, and I wouldn't do something crazy like she would at the age of 21. So thank you, Ella. Thank you for matching me, and I hope you have a good night. I'd also like to thank the red and blue coaches, Chiari, Mongi, Glen, and the red coaches, Courtney, Nigel, and both teams for putting on an amazing night. I'd like to dedicate this win to my Auntie Wong. Last year she passed away, but she watched my last fight and was like, for any other fight, I would come and watch you again. So if this win means a lot to me, and I'd like to dedicate this to her. And obviously, I wouldn't be in this ring without Total Containers, my sponsors. I was roped in last minute, and I'd like to thank you for sponsoring me and allowing me to come back into the ring. And finally, all my friends and family online, my Curtin Tiger girls, all the sporting footy teams, love you girls, love my family, watching online and in the room, my brother Talon, my sister Hope, and my auntie Angel, not Auntie Angel, my auntie Bonnie, and all the people who rocked up for me. So thank you everyone, I wouldn't be here without you.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen, Amer, Rambo, Ugle Hayward picking up the win here tonight in Bout 6 of the evening here at the Perth Corporate Rumble. And now it's time to head out and about in the crowd with the bejeweled, the quintessential Ash Bunny.
Thanks, CJ. A slick, sly performance from Amer Rambo. Now I'm here with this fine gent who I understand is New Culture Movement, which is a gym that's come on board to help train and house the Perth Corporate Rumble fighters this year. So what's it been like having this crew of absolute weapons in your gym this year?
First of all, this is the first time that we've been doing it with New Culture Movement, and this is such an electric night. How good is the vibe here? Amazing to see how these fighters, most of them have never fought before. They've only got 8 weeks to prepare, and the progression that you see over those 8 weeks is just absolutely amazing. For them to get in there, to test themselves, and as you can see, keep going when they get hit hard, that's absolutely amazing. It's so inspirational.
It's insane. The journey that these fighters go on from day one until now, it's like chalk and cheese night and day, and you've had a front row seat to that progression. So I guess, do you feel like they're all your children basically, and you've watched them grow up in the last 8 weeks?
Look, I'm going to say Courtney Devine is probably the mother of all of these people. She's got the energy, she's got the passion, so she's there at New Culture Movement with them every day. I've only been there most of the weekends and here and there, and she loves looking after them. She puts her heart, her soul into it, and that's why they all love her, and it's such a great culture.
You're not talking about Courtney, she's so fine, Devine, are you? She told me that was her fight name last night. She might kill me for telling the whole ballroom now, but whatever. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoy the rest of the night. Back to the ring.
All right, team, we've just finished bout 6 of the Perth Corporate Rumble, Gobsmack Perth Corporate Rumble at Crown Towers. The Grand Ballroom is right behind me and it's going absolutely mental tonight. The victor of Fight 6 and the winner of the MVP Real Estate Championship belt on her way from the ring, and here she comes now, Amer Rambo Ugle Hayward. The obvious question, I suppose, is how are you feeling?
I'm feeling really relieved in a sense. I know it's really weird to say that, but last year I did PCR. I lost and I felt really gutted. And then to be back in the ring, I was like, I really want it. So I put a lot of pressure on myself. So I'm really feeling relieved and kind of, happy that I've managed to win a belt.
Yeah, a sense of accomplishment. I think redemption is probably the word that I would use. Obviously, if that's stuck with you in PCR 13, I understand there's been a bit of people training with previous opponents of yours and that sort of stuff and trying to prepare them to fight you, but in the end, you're the one wearing the MVP strap.
Yeah, I feel like for me last year, I was learning how to box. I was like really naive. I was like, I'll just rock up to training camp and learn everything then. And that was like a rookie mistake. So learn from me if you're ever doing PCR, start training now so you actually don't have to fill in that gap when you do the training camp. I know that my fighting style was a bit different last year. I was really full of adrenaline. I really wanted to attack and get on the front foot. And then this year it's more about being calm, collected. I've tried to work on all my footwork, my movement, making sure that I hit right. So it's different training style, and I think that's the thing. Like you can't really rely on your last performance because you're a total different person. So even if you fight an opponent that you fought last year, you could be a different person this year. So it happens.
Couldn't agree more. I think they use it as a disclaimer in superannuation commercials. Past performance is not a reliable indicator of future performance. Tell me about this Total Container sponsorship, how that came to be. Have you worked with them before? Were they a last-minute godsend?
It was a last-minute godsend. So it's so funny. Glen broke me in last minute. As in, like, not really last minute, but week 4, he messaged me and he's like, hey, Amby, I have a question. I have a request to ask. And then that's when he was like, oh, do you want to do PCR again? And I was like, yeah, okay, but what's happening? What's the details? And he was like, it's all sorted. We'll find you a sponsor. And I'm really grateful that Total Containers, helped sponsor me this year. I wouldn't be in the ring without them, and I'm really grateful for what they do. And, they helped me win today. So I'm really appreciative. Thank you.
Well, thanks to Total Containers, and obviously not their first rodeo or first involvement with the event, and I think that's the great thing about all of our corporate sponsors is that it's their support that allows the event to run and to continue to sustain and to grow and be the multi-million-dollar showpiece that it is every time we come here. What about your personal journey, I suppose? Again, just going back to that redemption piece, was there some real soul searching? Had you made your mind up at that point you wanted to do it again, or had you buried that?
It was so funny. I was really devastated, and what I mean by devastated last year, I cried to 3 or 4 different people, because I was like full of all of these emotions, and I was really like, I really wanted it. And so for this year, I was like, clean your mental space, focus on what you can focus, and that was like attending all the boxing classes at New Culture Movement. But what has happened in the last year is my auntie Wong, she watched my last fight and she was really proud of me. She's like, Amber, I'm so happy that you did it. I'll be so keen to watch your future boxing matches. And then in September last year, she passed away. So when I was roped into PCR again, I was like, I really want to do it for my auntie Wong. I know that she would be up there supporting me and wanting me to do my best, and this win was basically dedicated to her because she really wanted me to be the best, and hopefully I made you proud.
Oh, I'm sure she would be very, very proud. Now you've got that MVP Real Estate Championship belt for the rest of your life. Nobody can take that off of you. You're a PCR champ, and you've levelled the scorecard for the Mighty Blues tonight. Now that's 3 apiece after 6, so anything can happen from here. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.
Cheers, guys. We're off to check in with Fight 7, which is just about to get underway behind me.